Isa and her friends watch the video that shows Louis murdering Joel. They don't understand why Louis would go from unethical to outright murder. Isa reveals that Louis has been extorting her for months. Joel set up a ring at her place behind her back, and when Louis found out that the alumni club would often hold sex parties at her house, he started blackmailing her. Isa asked Joel to fix the mess that he got her into. So Joel confronted Louis and threatened to turn alumni on him because that's how he solved problems. Louis was afraid of losing his job and decided to nip the problem in the bud, so he followed Joel to the alumni room. At first, he thought of killing Joel in his sleep, but when Joel woke up, Louis used Eric's pocket knife that was lying on the side table and slit Joel's throat, causing him to bleed to death. Omer refuses to give the video to the cops as he knows they would never let one of their own take the fall. He also wants the siblings Hector and Emilia to pay for what they did, as they beat him up after he refused to entertain them at the club. They also didn't hesitate before accusing Ivan and Dalmar. The two siblings were arrested as suspects. Omer visits Hector and Emilia in prison and mentions the video that proves they didn't kill Joel. He wants them to sign a confession to the police and the public, admitting that they beat him up on the streets. Hector refuses and later tells Louis about the video. Omer visits Hector again, and the latter offers to shut down alumni and the school. Omer considers making a deal with him, but his sister Nadia makes him realize that he's becoming as bad as they are. She urges him to go to the police as she won't survive losing him. Omer heads to the police station to report the crime, but Louis knows about the video and starts making threats. When Nadia suggests finding and eradicating the root cause, Omer decides to address the public via live stream. He talks about how all the elite cover up for each other. He mentions the countless sexual assaults, overdoses, students killed, and none of that has ever made the news. He urges people to do something to stop this. Then he uploads the murder video, and it takes the school by storm. Isa invites Louis to spend the night with her as she plans to get rid of him, but he figures out her plan and drugs her. Just then, the cops storm the place and arrest him. Before he gets handcuffed, Isa injects him with poison. Moments later, he collapses on the dance floor. Dalmar hands over Raoul's murder video to Sarah as he wants to start trying to do the right thing. He accepts the fact that he needs to leave the country. Sarah sends the video to Carmen and vows to come for her and Chloe. The mother and daughter decide to leave. Chloe and Eric part ways. Principal Virginia decides to contribute to Omer and Nadia's cause. She gives them all the files of scathing information about the school. She announces the closure of Las Encinas. The final year students will take their exams at a public high school. The show ends with Isa and her friends driving to the public school in their fancy cars. They become the laughingstock. Isa is surprised as the public school students all seem young. The privileged realize that the world does not revolve around them.